In economic development, important क्वेश्चन क्लास 10th, ये जो प्रीवियस ईयर्स के क्वेश्चंस हैं उनको मैं डिस्कस करूंगा। ये पहला क्वेश्चन है, डिफाइन द टर्म नेशनल इनकम, सेकंड जीडीपी, थर्ड लिटरेसी रेट, डी ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स, ई इन्फेंट मोर्टालिटी रेट, F UNDP, G life expectancy, H per capita income and its advantage, final goods and services. Next, sustainable development and its importance. Next, के है BMI एंड एल है नेट अटेंडेंस रेशियो। ध्यान रखिए, ये जितने भी पिछले सालों में छोटी छोटी डेफिनेशन पूछी गई हैं वो सारी कंसाइज करके और एक साथ कंसोलिडेट करके मैंने ये क्वेश्चन बनाया है। What is the main criteria used by the World Bank by classifying the different countries? Why the total income of the country is not used to make the comparison between them? Why is per capita income is calculated in dollars, not in the other currency or the country own currency? Next, explain the limitation of per capita income of development. ध्यान रखिए, ये 2024 का क्वेश्चन है। Kerala has, with a low per capita income, has a better human development ranking than Punjab. So, per capita income is not a useful method to compare the state. Next, why is Sri Lanka better than India in HDI in 2004? Conflicting goals can also be the development goals. Discuss what are the common goals of development. Give example. Next, money cannot buy all goods and services that one needs to live well, justify the state. Next question, why do the people look at mixed goals for the development? On what basis the rich and the poor countries are categorized in the world? What is are the limitations of the approach? Next, explain any 5 fields other than income where the development is needed most. 2024 का क्वेश्चन है, write at least 5 differences between developed and developing countries. Next, sector of economy. Classify the sectors of economy on the basis of ownership, on the basis of nature of activity. Next, define disguised unemployment, primary sector, secondary sector, पब्लिक सेक्टर एंड टर्शरी सेक्टर। ध्यान रख लीजिए, ये अलग अलग टेस्ट पेपर्स में या अलग अलग सेट्स में पूछे गए क्वेश्चंस हैं। Which sector of the economy is larger employment giving sector? ये 2024 के क्वेश्चंस हैं, ध्यान रखिएगा। नेक्स्ट, for how many days of guaranteed employment are provided under the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005 of NREGA? Why is it called right to work and objective? Suggest the ways to create employment in rural area. Name the sectors in which the government owns most of the assets and provide all services. Next, ATM is the example of which sector? Explain the contribution of the public sector in the development of the economy. The problem of underemployment is not confined to only to agriculture. Discuss How can we solve the problem of underemployment? Next, what are the final and intermediate goods? Next, how do they help to calculate GDP? What is GDP and how can it be measured? Next, 2024 K questions. How can we create more employment in secondary sector as well as tertiary sector for the development of the rural and urban area? Next, ये भी 2024 का क्वेश्चन है. Write the merits of the private and public sector of India. Describe different kinds of tertiary sector of employment. Next, ये भी 2024 का क्वेश्चन है. Write the features of the public and private sector, their role in the development of the economy. Next, how can workers in the unorganized sectors can be protected? Explain with the example. Next, compare the employment condition in the organized and unorganized sectors. Next, write percentage share of each sector of GDP for 2011, 12, and 22 and 23. Write the percentage share of each sector in the employment. Next, ये भी क्वेश्चन जो है 2024 का, how is the issue of sustainability is important for the development? Name the institutions which print the currency of in India. ये money and credit के क्वेश्चन हैं, ध्यान रखिएगा. Why do the bank ask for the collateral during loan? What do the banks do with the deposit they accept? ध्यान रखिएगा, ये 2024 के क्वेश्चंस हैं. Define term credit, barter system, investment, double coincidence of want, demand deposit, money and collateral. Next, what is the main source of credit for the rural household in India? Why are they important? Next, which body supervises the functioning of formal sources of loan? Next, modern currency is without any use of its own. Then why it accepted as a medium of exchange? Why one can refuse if the payment is made in rupee in India? How does the deposits with the bank becomes the source of income? ये 20,000 2024 का क्वेश्चन है. Compare the formal sector loans and informal sector loans with respect to interest rate. Next, what are the most of the poor and are deprived of a formal sector loan? Which country has successfully organized SHG, self-help group? Who started the program? Next, credit has unique role in the development of the country. Discuss. ये 2024 का क्वेश्चन है. Money is used in everyday life. Discuss. Explain with the example how the people are involved with bank. Next, why is it necessary for the banks and cooperative society to increase the lending facility in the rural area? Next, deposit with the banks are beneficial to the depositor as well as the country economy. Who takes the major decision regarding the saving and loan in SHG? Next, how much cash do the bank have? With the total cash amount 15%, 20% or 10%. इनमें से बताना है कौन सा ऑप्शन सही है. Which currency is used international medium of exchange? Next, who established Grameen Bank in Bangladesh? So, Shoaib or Muhammad Yunus? Next, Which bank in India supervises the functioning of loan? तो 2024 का क्वेश्चन है, make the correct match. Is the tailor belongs to the primary sector? Is the fisherman belongs to the secondary sector? Is astronaut belongs to tertiary sector? Or is courier belongs to the primary sector? Globalization and Indian economy. What is investment? Give few example of investment. Next, which organization laid stress on liberalization, and when and why did India adopted the policy of liberalization? Next, discuss the role of government to make globalization fair, write its advantages. Next, why did Indian government put trade barrier after independence? How do we participate in market as a producer and consumer? Explain with the example. How has information and communication technology stimulated globalization process? Explain with the help of example. Next, how globalization affecting the stability in job for the workers. Next, what is globalization and how Indian companies benefited by it? Next, how is government of India trying to attract more foreign investment? Next question. Improvement in technology stimulated globalization how? अब देखिए, explain the impact of globalization over Indian economy. 2024 का क्वेश्चन है, what are the main impacts of globalization over India? 2024 का क्वेश्चन है. Next, what is WTO? Its major aim, write the two shortcomings of WTO. Next, foreign trade and foreign investment policies are the aspect of liberalization and globalization explained. Next, rapid movement in technology has been one major factor that has stimulated globalization. Next, compare the aspect of globalization. Next question है, ये कुछ कंपेयर करना है लिस्ट वन एंड लिस्ट टू से. टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट, list 1, interaction of ideas, values of tradition. Next, liberalization of trade, companies operating in many countries, cultural exchange, innovation in manufacturing, the communication. Next, multinational company removal of restriction of trade. इससे कंपैरिजन करना है आपको, हाँ, कि कौन सा लिस्ट वन का आइटम कौन का लिस्ट टू के आइटम से टैली करता है. टॉपिक है लाइफ लाइन ऑफ नेशनल इकोनॉमी. ये 2024 का क्वेश्चन है. The modern means of transportation and communication serves as a lifeline of our nation. Justify the statement. Define road density. What is the average road density in India? Name the state having the highest and the lowest density. What is the main reason for the difference in their density? What are the problems faced by the road transport in India? Next, why is the distribution of road not uniform in India? Give examples. Railway plays an important role in the Indian economy. How? Give reasons. Analyze the physiographic and economic factor that have influenced the distribution pattern of railway network in our country. List the four factors which favored the development of the dense network of railway in the northern plains. Explain the improvement made by the Indian Railway in its functioning. Okay,